Did you know that you can actually look and see what all has been changed about a particular stage across multiple save points in Blue Prism? Let me show you how to do that. I have a process here called show full changes list, and I have made some modifications to the process. So the process started off with like this with nothing in it, and eventually ended up like this. Okay, so we have a calc stage, it has a value in it, and it points to a data item, and there's a note stage that it's linked to. If I want to compare what has changed between the very first save point and the very last save point, I can do that. I can hold Control, left click, and make sure that I've selected 2 save points. I can right click and do compare. Note that if I select a third one by holding Control, I can select it, but then if I right click, it won't give me the ability to compare. And you'll see view is grayed out as well. You actually have to select only one to do view. So select exactly 2 by holding Control and left clicking, right click on one of them and then do compare. That will open up a window like this. And on the left side, you'll see the before editing. On the right side, you see after editing. This is what the process looked like at the very beginning. This is what it looked like at the very end. Now, what you can normally do is you can right click on a stage and you can see the show full changes list if more than one change has happened to that stage. But you'll see that it doesn't work here. It's grayed out. In order to be able to click on the show full changes list option, this stage has to have existed already in the before editing save point. So I'm going to close this. Instead of comparing the beginning to the end, if I want to see the full changes of that particular stage, what I need to go to is whatever save point that stage was created in. Now, I happen to have named these edit summaries very clearly, and I think that's why it can really help. Normally, you wouldn't name things very exact like I'm doing here, but this is because I'm making very small changes. So I know that I created the calc stage here, so I'm going to compare that to the very last one, right click and do compare. And here I can go over to after editing, right click on the calc stage, and now show full changes list is clickable. So I'm going to click that. It opens up this little window that says view a list of all changes detected. So this detected the stage name has changed, the calculation used in the stage has changed, destination for the calculation result in the stage has changed, and the destination of the stage has changed. This is what it looked like before: initial name, initial value, initial data item. And then now it looks like this: new name, new value, and renamed data item. What I want to point out is that I actually changed these across different save points. So for example, if I were to compare created calc stage to renamed calc stage to compare, you'll see that the only thing that has changed between these two is this initial name was changed to new name, but the value is still the same, the data item is still the same. And so because of that, because only one thing has changed, I'm going to right click and you'll see show full changes list is grayed out. This show full changes list option will show as clickable if this stage exists in both sides and more than one change has been made to it. The last thing I want to mention about this is that the stage logging is not reflected. So I'll actually show you that in this point right here, change value in calc stage, and then going from this to change calc stage logging level from errors only to enabled. I'll compare this. I can show you that before the logging level was set to errors only, and then after the logging level was set to enabled. So you can actually see that when you do the compare. But if you click the arrows, which is normally what you do to go to each next change in the process, it'll say no changes because there, as far as it's concerned, there aren't any. Now, I think this is by design. I don't think this is a bug. It's always been like this, but it's something to be aware of, is that stage logging is one of the few things that's not reflected when you do compares between 2 save points in Blue Prism. And that means also that it's not going to show up in that show full changes list whenever you do have that enabled. Oh, I forgot to say thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.